We all have our insecurities, and we all have things that we think we could be better at. We all have things that we hate about ourselves, and we tend to keep those things hidden until we get better or until we're able to deal with them. But the tendency that the world has sometimes to expose them puts you in an extremely discomfortable position. And so that is the fear of ridicule. The fear of ridicule has a name, and people who have or suffer from this condition are extremely afraid to be laughed at, and most importantly, to be laughed at their insecurities and the things that they think they need to fix in themselves. So these people break a sweat, their heart starts beating faster, and they become sometimes extremely violent if they're being laughed at. And that was maybe the reason why you didn't went in your own school. If you suffer from this condition, at school you didn't want to go into the blackboard and reply to the teacher, solve a problem in the board, then go back to your seat, because you were afraid, even if you knew your stuff, you were afraid that maybe if you just let something drop or something about you would spark a laugh in the rest of the class, you wouldn't be able to handle with that. And this has a name. It's galactophobia. And this condition is extremely crippling. Galactophobia affects 2 to 3% of the world population. It's mostly associated with saving face, and you would see that more in Asian cultures, where that it's extremely prevalent. But what's more important than saving face is hiding your own weaknesses. And so by hiding your own weaknesses, you don't want them to be exposed, let alone be laughed at. Galactophobes are people that suffer by being exposed publicly. And this suffering goes to the extent of hearing a laughter in an open space and thinking that people are laughing at you. This percentage of 2 to 3% was measured by asking several questions to people, but one of them was, would you like to be in a situation where people would laugh at you, even if you would know what you're saying? And of course, this is the breaking point. On the other hand, galatophiles are people who enjoy to make other people laugh. There's always one person that likes to make other people laugh. And so that's exactly the mix that we all have. We all are a bit of galatophobe, and we are a bit of galatophile. And so to break down this fear of ridicule, you have to tap into your galatophile. Not making other people laugh in a jokey way, like a clown, but being comfortable if other people laugh. What I'm saying is not that you go on stage and go from fear of being laughed at to being someone that would make other people laugh, like you're a comedian. That's not what you're saying. What I'm saying is to tap into the both sides of you. The side that it's, because we all have a bit of galatophobia, and a bit of galactophile. And it's a matter of balancing both. So instead of thinking that people will laugh of you, think that people will feel good about listening to you. So much so that if you disclose something personal that is funny and you think it's funny, people will laugh as well. People will laugh with you. Hope it helps.